As the deadline to the disclosure by public officials winds down, we are hearing more about the contents of some of those disclosures. Here's Clint Watson.
The reporting for the Public Disclosure Commission is annual, and that means those parliamentarians who left office recently still have to report for the next year.
What your assets were up to a year before you became elected or appointed, your term in office, and also what it was the year after you would have left. You would no longer be a member of parliament. So it just don't end this year.
Commission Chairman Myles LaRota further revealed startling information that these reports generally have shown. It goes against the perception that many in the public believe.
I've found a lot of decrease in the assets, especially among the members of parliament. And as a body, we joke about it, and sometimes we say, why would people come into this? There is this belief out there that there are individuals who are just use politics as a vehicle to acquire wealth, or even senior civil servants. From some of the declarations that we've seen, it's been completely the opposite. And we also have to be sensitive to the fact that there are individuals whose wealth may go up, may have nothing to do with them. You're talking about assets that could come from wills, death of family members and stuff like that.
LaRota says overall there are more people than generally comply with the Public Disclosure Act than there are those who ignore it.
It's broken down into, I'd say, about three groups. You have those individuals who disclose every year and disclose on time. You have those who disclose every other year, and then you have those who have not disclosed at all. Now, the latter, the third group, who did not disclose in the period, it's very small, but what has offended the commission itself in that in a 5-year period you had individuals who did not send in any disclosures.
And as next week's deadline draws near, LaRota is reminding that the disclosure before the general elections is not the same disclosure that is required by the commission. This commission focuses on serving parliamentarians or those who recently served and senior civil servants. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.